what separates Mortal Kombat from Shaolin-monks from the previous games is really, the main thing is the fact that it's not a traditional fighter anymore. It's an action-adventure game. It takes place during the period of Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. The opening scene really shows Liu Kang winning the Mortal Kombat tournament, and then kind of goes into the whole kind of like side adventure that Liu Kang and Kung Lao go into, which gives you, at that point, control of both characters. Oh yeah, it has a number of RPG elements in that you have special moves, but they can be upgraded to more powerful versions of those special moves. And you have experience points, you have combos, you have fatalities, just like Mortal Kombat system. So it's kind of like we kept a lot of the same elements of Mortal Kombat, but added the kind of deeper level of, RPG elements. What kind of sets this game apart from the other ones is its elaborate fighting system, and you have the ability to kind of hurl your opponents in any direction, and you actually use your opponent's body weight to blast through walls, which just opens an area and then you can run through to progress for the game, or you throw him on some spikes and his weight will pull like an entire area of the background down that you can use for a step to progress. So you have to kind of solve these puzzles by throwing your opponents into various areas, like into the mouths of flesh-eating trees, or these eating snakes that are scattered throughout the background. Each background has a puzzle that's related to that kind of puzzle solving. There's a whole fatality upgrading system where you have kind of like the more basic fatalities and then the more really elaborate ones, and then you kind of learn the button combinations, which get progressively harder and harder to kill a wide range of moves. There's fatalities is kind of like the lowest level, and there's like brutalities and mortalities and all of these kind of various increasing damaging alities. Well, the bosses are a lot more of a one-on-one interaction with them. It's not as much, a whole group of guys that you beat. And the fatalities are actually done on kind of like the lower level guys. The bosses you just beat up and kind of whittle them down their power bars. They're like the MK fights in that they're basically one-on-one, where you really have to kind of, it's you against the other guy. If you can have, two players at the same time, so you can have two guys beating up on a boss, and since you have full 3D movement, you can attack them from all angles and all that. But it's not the same kind of one-on-one fighting game that we've had in the traditional bosses from the Mortal Kombat fighting games. There was a game called Mortal Kombat Mythologies, but that was done by a different development team. This is really our first real action-adventure game that, the actual Mortal Kombat team is working on. So we're kind of, we look at this as our first real entry into this kind of game. We would like to see a fighting game line go in one direction and a whole action-adventure game line in parallel with each other. It'd be great to alternate years with Mortal Kombat action-adventure games and fighting games, just to kind of keep the whole thing fresh and not be repeating the same formula again and again. Very excited about Mortal Kombat Shaolin-monks. So a lot of people worked a lot of hours, and we're very excited with how it's looking and what it's going to be when it's done. It's coming out in the fall of 2005, and we hope you like it.